like me, I don't blame you, my friend. I do not blame you at all. It's time for us to introduce one of South Africa's most decorated players. He started out his career at Bidvest Wits, then moved on to Kaizer Chiefs, got picked up by FC Moscow in Russia, came all the way back to South Africa and played for Orlando Pirates. Speaking of Chiefs and Pirates, you played in both teams. You were an analyst at this week's derby with Carol and Jabu Mahlangu and the boys. What was that experience like for you?
Well, it was massive. I'd just like to say thanks for SuperSport to bringing me over and rekindling my partnership with Jabu Mahlangu.
Right, off the pitch.
With the troublemaker. Yeah, so that was cool, and just to be part, we know that when the two Orlando Giants meet, the country stands still and all eyes are on us. And yeah, it was a great build-up, but we all know what happened on the day.
The derby has changed over the years. In some instances, it's gotten bigger. In some instances, maybe not as much. But as a player, what really goes through your mind, whether you're playing for the Chiefs jersey or the Orlando Pirates jersey?
Yeah, people always ask me, is it different playing on the side of Chiefs or Pirates? But I must say it's the same pressure. It's the same build-up to the match. Players understand that you have an opportunity to carve your name in the history books when donning it, So competition is fierce for the weeks building up to the game. And yeah, just an opportunity that sometimes cannot be described in words. You have to be part of it to really understand the enormity of that game.
What do you think needs to be done for our matches not to end in draws anymore? Because it's starting to get a bit frustrating for a lot of the fans, is that, you feel like both teams are playing not to lose instead of going out there and winning.
I understand, but football has just evolved and it's become massive, and fans are a little unfair on the coaches, because I know they're going to be fighting with me right now, but you want results or you want entertainment? Looking back at the results, Kaizer Chiefs played against Sundowns midweek, coming up against Pirates, walking away with 4 points. You've got to be happy as a coach.
For sure.
Your plan came together. Pirates, on the other end, didn't have a good result against Platinum Stars, and they felt that they were the braver team on the day. They tried to play football. Kaizer Chiefs were sitting back a bit, and it made it very difficult for them, and they got 2 points out of a possible 6. So we're looking for results, we're looking for entertainment, and that's the way of the game is evolving, and we just sometimes have to accept it.
Now, speaking of entertainment, I'll never forget your Bafana game against England. I think it was in Durban. You did every trick known to man in that game. It was all that African flavor and all that African flair that we don't see as much in today's game. Do you think it's a loss, or is it just the nature of the beast?
It shouldn't be that way. If you look at the El Clasico, it's entertaining.
It is.
We look at Kaizer Chiefs Pirates, we want that entertainment, but as the game has moved on, we want to see it further up the field.
Right.
We want to see it further up the field where we can express ourselves, because we're African players, we're South Africans. We know that people come to the team and to the stadium to be entertained, and that's what we want to see.
Our state of South African football at the moment is it's not really desirable. A lot of the fans are disappointed from a national team perspective. What do you think needs to be done to get us back to our glory days?
I wish I had the answer, but if I were to look at it, two things maybe. Firstly, we need continuity. We know under 17 boys with Coach Nsiki, under 20 boys with Thabo Sonong. We need that continuity. The boys get the experience. They move on from 17s to 20s to the Olympics and filter through to Bafana Bafana. We look at our team, for example. We were under 17, 20, we went to the Olympics, and then 3 or 4 or 5 boys filter through, and I think that's where we're getting stuck as a SAFA, and then I think that could be a possible solution.
I like that, and I'm liking the Stanton, the analyst. It suits you. We should see you more on SuperSport. Thank you so much. It was lovely seeing you at the game, and of course, thank you so much for joining us.